Hello there, good morning. Welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is Base plus Renaissance. We have no village, and we have a card which is pretty important here, Spices. So Spices, when you buy it, you get, or when you gain it, you get 2 coffers, and it's a little silver with buy. And it's a very, very fast money enabler. You can just buy spices and then you buy provinces basically. And it can kind of shut out things sometimes. I mean, if you have a tax or whatever, you can slow it down, or if we just have a fast engine. But here, without a village especially, we don't have a way to kind of use these gainers to like really accelerate in the middle of the game. We can't get multiples of them. Otherwise, you might be able to do a seer thing with a village. Certainly, if you say swap mine for militia and scholar for a village or something, something like that, you could build here. Though you would still be racing the spices thing, to be clear, like with good enough draws, it would still put pressure on you. It can be that fast, and there are a few things here that help it out a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to open cargo ship and either plot, sinister plot, or just a silver. I'm not really sure which. I'm going to try to get spices and probably one artisan. Okay, so the AI just has 5-2, which means they can open like spices cargo ship or something and still have a coffer, which is quite powerful. I don't know what they'll buy. They may just buy sinister plot. We'll see. Yeah, so they had cargo ship, which is really probably what I would do on the 5-2. I like that quite a lot. We can play with a second cargo ship, and that's okay. The thing they didn't do here, which I'm not sure about, is they didn't use their coffer to get an artisan, which I'm not totally sure. I mean, to be fair, the spices are quite good, so there's definitely something to be said for just buying. I'm going to try an artisan, though there may be spices may be gone quickly enough that it's lacking. So like they're double spicing there. In fact, they double spice sinister plot even. They've got quite a deck. I'm gonna hopefully get a couple spices on my next turn. We could draw here. This is not a crazy point to draw, so unfortunately we whiff both cargo ship and artisan down here in the bottom. But we do get to go double spices. And we could take a road network, though I think I'm inclined to just save the just save them here. So we have a bit of a unfortunate situation now with the artisan, but we kind of have to do this. See, if they'd taken a state already, they do take an estate. I'm not sure. The coppers are probably not right. I mean, maybe. I guess you can kind of justify it if you think you're going to. I mean, like, I don't want to set aside a province. I could buy a cargo with a copper with the cargo ship. It's not crazy. I don't know what we're gonna have in the next hand. Okay, so this was unfortunate, right? The AI had $7 exact and then the 1 coffer to spend, so but what can you do? We're still gonna have pretty decent threat with the cargo ships here, or with the plot rather, if they take a province. I probably need to even up the points a little bit. Nobody had time to buy. See, this is pretty scary. We'll see what the AI does. 2 estates. Now, that's not so great. Guess we can draw here. Which is maybe a little questionable, but... Okay, this is all right. So we can go duchy, top deck this. Now the AI is also accumulating some some draw as well. Let me think here. I think we just take an estate for now. It's not crazy to start buying coppers just for the sake of having money instead of green cards, but I don't think I'm quite there. I don't really know if the AI knows when to trigger its plot. I don't know if I know when to trigger my plot, to be perfectly honest. So we're gonna get this, and the question now is whether we take a silver or just a copper and save the coffer. Probably the coffer is more valuable. If I had to guess. So they blew up there. They do province. So I'm going to blow up, and we have to hit 8, which we do. All right. So we get through mostly on the back of having the extra turn. AI, I think I would have, as AI, would have taken the artisan that one time. We had one pretty bad draw, or we had a couple actually. We had a time where we bottom decked artisan with cargo ship, even after doing a big plot draw, and then we had some amount of collision is okay because you can just top deck the cargo ship with artisan. That's why I haven't as many of these terminals as I do, but ultimately the artisan was not super good because the AI had gotten through so many of the spices. It gave us a duchy, and the silver gain was fine. We're pretty likely to hit 8 here in this point where the AI takes the province. Because we had like something like 6 guaranteed, 6 or 7 guaranteed. So we only had to draw, I think, a single dollar, but yeah, I think we ended up with 2+. So we had to draw $1. This spices was unnecessary. So it was pretty likely in 2 cars to see a buck, but we could have failed. Artisan would have worked any of the car ships, but okay, so we're pretty lucky to get through on this one. Not in the sense that we were like playing bad. I still like my deck composition just fine. Excepting maybe the artisan. I don't know. I like artisan here, but the timing of it against the AI with the 5-2 wasn't super great. But mainly we're lucky just because AI actually is just playing this one reasonably well. I mean, it's hard to say without seeing the hands on some of the coffer decisions and like when to trigger the plot. And that would be pretty important. So it's pretty difficult to like evaluate. And some of the copper buys look a little suspicious, but other than that, it's like the right shape of the deck. So it can be quite scary, and it's all uncontrolled. So you're still at the whims of the shuffle. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm blabbering, but I'll catch you all tomorrow.